I come from is that we like to take bold action. CS, just for the sake of the frustration of the Senate, just give us one county. But you see, I'm also wondering how this will work, because you've also been accused as a ministry. They say that the National Treasury thinks that it is a treasury for the national government, that you prioritize national government. Can you tell us, for instance, sitting here today, whether you ever comply with the disbursement schedule that is passed by the Senate? What is the most current disbursement now? You see, Chair, that this particular mechanism would only work where the National Treasury is actually complying with what is it called, the disbursement schedule. So if you are telling governors you'll punish them for 2 months, and they are saying the last disbursement you have said is for which month are we on? In August, they'll tell you the last money they got is for May. Then how will this mechanism come in, CS? So personally, I just wanted to let you know that personally I'm very happy with the move to the accrual basis, because the CS knows that I'm also an accounting officer, I'm audited, and the Auditor General has been giving me grief because they see the money that the National Treasury owes my political party, and they don't want me to put it there. That the National Treasury owes me 11 billion Kenyan shillings as ODM. But I'm happy now. My finance manager, who's your friend, the Honorable Kawino, will have an easier time. It's the only query that the auditors raise, that we budget for money on the expectation of the law. On the expectation of the law. We have court orders from here to Timbuktu. But the National Treasury and Parliament have refused to comply with those court orders. So I'm happy that when we move to this new system of accounting, we will not get the grief that we usually get from the Auditor General. But that is the question you need to think about. If we do not comply with the disbursement schedule, then this mechanism cannot really help, because the governor will say that is the norm anyway. That is the norm anyway. So maybe you can think about that. But from our perspective as a Senate, we need that list of shame that he's talking about. We need that list of shame so that people can know that there are mechanisms in the Constitution to be able to deal with these issues. Lastly, Honorable Chair, the National Treasury is also accused that in my county here in Nairobi, although we have the largest number of pending bills, the national government owes us a lot of money that you just refuse to pay the county. It is very difficult, Honorable Mbadi. You have cited 2 ways of killing devolution, but you've left the main one out. The main one is we need to properly fund our counties. National government institutions have refused to pay Nairobi County what is due and owing to the county government of Nairobi. If you paid us our money, we would be able to take care of those pending bills for as long as we have an administration that cares about the people of Nairobi. So maybe think about those, Waziri, as well.
So you, in accordance with this transition, it means that in this financial year, you'll be reflecting financial assets as ODM of 11 billion.
Correct.
And this treasury will have to pay.
They will have to pay. You know, Chair, in fact, I want the CS to know that I am going to initiate recovery proceedings. So if you see me obtaining orders for your detention, don't think it is political. I just need that money, and you know why I need that money.
It will be entirely professional and technical.
Correct.
CS, I think the first part was how timely are we? Because if you're holding disbursements for 60 days, then you can only do that in a regime where you are timely in your disbursements.
Thank you. Chair, I will address this, but allow me to start with what my Secretary General says about my possible detention. And just also to own up and say that if there's one thing that I pushed with the figure, probably even harder than the SG when I was his chairman for 10 years, was allocating the resources that are statutory provided for political parties. And that, up to now, is something that is not happening, largely because of financial challenges. But the money owed to any political party will now be a clear debt recognized in books. And so it will no longer be an audit query. And we will do whatever we can to try to make sure that money goes to political parties, because our constitution makes Kenya a multi-party democracy. And political parties